Well, 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 well. What do you know? Uncle Luke spends all week telling you the barn can't run the ball. The barn comes out and runs for 40 yards. Whee! My God, is it just me, or does Auburn have the worst offense you've ever seen in the history of college football? Man, I don't see how Auburn will beat any decent team with that kind of offense. What a pitiful offense Auburn has. 3 points in the first half, 3 points in the second half. Oh my God. How can it be 2020 and a team's offense be that damn bad? That's just head scratching, mind boggling, and hair raising. Man, Auburn's offense is terrible. Never seen an offense that bad. You're not going to win any games with an offense like that. Your offense is a joke. Your offense is pathetic. Your offense is pitiful and sad. Some of that's starting to sound a little bit familiar from what some of you nitwits tried to tell me all week about Georgia. All Georgia did was go out and pass for 250 yards, run for 250 yards. For you idiot Barner fans that have taken third grade 9 and 10 times, that's 500 yards of total offense against that shit you call a defense over at the University of EIEIO. The Cow College. Georgia absolutely bent you over and shoved it in raw without asking. My God, every Auburn player should take the name off the back of their jersey and replace it with #MeToo, because every single one of you Barners got absolutely abused in this game, especially Bo Nix. This guy spent the entire game running for his life like a chicken with his head cut off. Auburn could do nothing against this defense. I repeat, nothing against what I told you was the best defense in college football, and it is. It is. You got beat by, not only beat, whipped, humiliated. You got embarrassed, assaulted by a 5'9", 180-pound walk-on QB. 250 yards. He outplayed Bo Nix, and it was not close. And for whatever other reason, and I don't know the answer to this, and I'll get to some of the frustrating parts of UJ in a minute. Stetson Bennett apparently was under strict orders in this game. Do not run the ball, Stetson. The only real tangible Stetson Bennett does have the ability to run the ball. That's really his biggest upside. So really, Stetson Bennett beat you with like one hand tied behind his back. It's just, my God. I can't wait to see the comments. All week, Auburn, look how Auburn manhandled Kentucky. Auburn's going to come to Athens and beat you by 3 touchdowns. Georgia sucks. Georgia's terrible. Ha, ha, ha. You scored 5 points in the first half against Arkansas, which, by the way, have you been paying attention? Arkansas just beat the bejesus out of Mississippi State. Same Mississippi State that annihilated the corn dog a week ago. So it sounds like maybe Arkansas ain't who you thought they were. But guess what? The barn is exactly what I knew they were, and that's Georgia's bitch. And it's going to remain that way. 13 out of the last 16, 14 out of the last 17 now, whatever it is. Bo Nix is terrible, got outplayed by Stetson Bennett. How many times in a row did we run the ball, the same play, right up the middle, on 1st and 10 in that first half? How many times in a row did we run that same play and get 6.5 yards every single time? Auburn's defensive line, some of them dudes need to lose their scholarship. Y'all just got absolutely manhandled. Bo Nix is a disaster. The guy can't complete a pass further than 10 yards downfield if his life depended on it. I do like Tank Bigsby. I don't want to, let's say something nice here. Tank Bigsby's got some potential. Your offensive line is mushed doo-doo. I mean, I've been telling you that all offseason. You replace all those starters, and you don't recruit the talent on the offensive line that some of the other teams do to be able to replace that. Your offensive line is just mush doo-doo. But Tank Bigsby, I think, has got a little bit of potential. A little bit. Man, Bo Nix, Jesus Christ, his legs are going to be sore tomorrow from running around in that backfield all day, aren't they? Yeah, they are. You got absolutely humiliated. Now, on to Georgia. Amazing first half for Georgia. Amazing. Did what we wanted to do. Threw it where we wanted, to who we wanted, ran what we wanted, did whatever we wanted. Didn't allow an inch on defense up until that last drive of the first half when the Barn managed the field goal. But just absolutely dominated you 24-3 in the first half of that game. And the game was over at halftime. I'm sorry, Disney Dogs. The Disney Dogs, you guys can click off now. Because I don't want to read your Kleenex comments about what's coming up in the next minute or two here on this video. The second half of that game is a problem. We played one good half against Arkansas. Now we've played one good half against Auburn. I guess we should be turning around and patting ourselves on the back. I don't know. But football games, as some of you may be aware, are 2 halves long. If football games were only a half long, Georgia would be the national champions of 2017. They'd be the SEC champions of 2018. You get what I'm saying here. You cannot play half a game and get where you want to go. You also have to have a more dynamic offense. I'm sorry, was I happy with the production the offense had in the first half? Yes. Am I happy with what I see overall when I watch Georgia's offense? No. You cannot cherry pick the first half of this game and the second half of last game. It doesn't work that way. As a Georgia fan, I am not concerned about beating Arkansas in week 1 or even Auburn in week 2. That's not the concern. And when I watch these types of games that Georgia plays, which, by the way, we have played this exact same game that I just saw here against Auburn 30 times in the last 3 years, where we are able to dominate a line of scrimmage, push around an inferior team, and beat them by 3 touchdowns. I've seen Georgia do that 30 times in the last 3 years. It doesn't impress me anymore. Maybe I'm spoiled by what little success we've had over the last 3 years with the 11-1 regular seasons and winning the division and an SEC title and a playoff win in that. It doesn't impress me anymore. When I can't help it. When I watch Georgia play, I cannot help but think about games down the road. Believe me, I wish I could. I wish I could just enjoy a 37-10 win over Arkansas. I wish I could just enjoy a 24-6 or 27-6 win over Auburn. But we scored 3 points in the second half of this game. We did not look good in the second half of this game on offense. We never got a rhythm going. Never really established anything offensively in the second half. Now, the defense has played 2 complete games. The offense has only played 1 complete game combined between the 2 games. The offense played great in the second half against Arky, in the first half against Auburn. They were non-existent in the first half against Arky and non-existent in the second half against Auburn. And I cannot help it. When I watch this happen, I cannot help but think about next week when we host Tennessee, the week after when we have to go to Alabama. We have to play Florida in Jacksonville. We got to play Mississippi State. We have to play a lot of good teams still. You're not going to beat all of those teams by playing one half of football. And the worst thing we did today, in my opinion, the worst thing we did was send DeJuan Mathis into the game with 5 minutes to go and have him hand the ball off 15 times in a row up the middle. This is ridiculous. First of all, shout out to Stetson Bennett, okay? He's played better than I ever thought he would have played in the first 2 games this year. In a million years, I wouldn't have thought this guy would have played this good. He's not taking us where we want to go. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hate being wrong. But in this case, I hope I'm wrong. I do not think Stetson Bennett is taking Georgia where they want to go. I don't think he is. I'm sorry, I don't. He's got probably the weakest arm in the SEC. He's definitely the shortest quarterback in the SEC at 5'9". He is mobile and can move around some, but he clearly was told today not to. No rush attempts, no scrambles past the line of scrimmage today, none. That's really his biggest benefit. And we didn't do that. You send DeJuan Mathis in with 5 minutes to go and have him hand off up the middle of a million times. It makes no sense. We've got no quarterbacks, zero, none, on our team with any true SEC experience. None. Stetson Bennett now has a game and a half's worth. DeJuan Mathis has 4 drives worth against Arkansas. JT Daniels has none. Carson Beck has none. The coronavirus is going around. Teams are eating up. Injury could happen at any time. Why you would send your backup in and tell him to do anything other than just run the regular offense, which includes throwing the ball, is beyond me. Stetson Bennett could get hit by a garbage truck checking his mail tomorrow. Who knows? The point is, we've got nobody after that has any experience at all. We're not gonna play very many games where we're up by 25 in the second half or the fourth quarter, garbage time, where you can send these guys in to get any experience. Why send him in and just direct him to hand the ball off 45 times? It makes no sense. No sign of JT Daniels in this game. Will we see him next week? I don't know. And again, this is nothing against Stetson Bennett. All right? Stetson Bennett played great. He outplayed Bo Nix. Last week, he outplayed Felipe Franks. He's been the best quarterback on the field in the 2 games that he's played, without question and without doubt. Arkansas fans know it now. Now Auburn fans know it too. After next week, the Baltard fan will know it. Well, I can't wait to beat the shit out of Tennessee next week. These fans have completely lost their mind because of 2 wins over 2 of the worst teams in the league, South Carolina and Mizzou. Tennessee is in for a rude away, but I'll save that for next week. But the point is, Georgia is elite. Too deep on the defense at every position. They're elite on the offensive line. They're elite at wide receiver. They're elite at running back. They're elite at tight end. At quarterback, they're getting by. That's it. We're getting by. Stetson Bennett made no mistakes today. Stetson Bennett didn't do anything to cost us the game today. I don't think that's getting it done as far as down the road, where Georgia wants to be. Just look at the quarterbacks of the other top teams. That's all I'm saying. Again, it's not a knock on Stetson Bennett. The fact that this guy ever started a game, much less won one and played like he did, is unbelievable. It's a great story. Georgia now has our very own Rudy. The only difference is Rudy played 1 damn play for Notre Dame, and his dumbass was offsides, and then he went on to become a felon. So Rudy's a damn joke. Our Rudy actually started a damn game and won it. That's it. I'm done. Fuck the goddamn barn. Fuck Tennessee. Here, one more thing. Here, take the hat off. Fuck the asshole hat. Fuck this shirt that I'm wearing. Take that off. I'll even take the sunglasses off, because y'all done pissed me off now. And don't forget to run down to my goddamn comment section like the drunk monkeys that you are and type.